Greetings, folks. This is DC Investing. I talk about topics to help people on their path to financial independence. And the Federal Reserve just lowered interest rates again. So if you are a saver, you just got a pay cut across all the different assets you can save in money market accounts, CDs, T bills, all that kind of stuff. But probably something to just be aware of that it wasn't as openly apparent to the average person, but basically the Fed said that they're starting QE again. Uh, that's they don't call it that, but basically it's money printing. And so there's some issues with the repo market, which is overnight borrowing that banks use from the Fed. If they get tight on some funding, they can go to the Fed and borrow that money. The Fed basically said, we have banking problems going on. We're going to open up the repo market and banks can basically borrow whatever they need to, which is basically money printing from the Fed to give to these banks. And then they also signaled that, they're concerned next year at tax time they want to make sure there's adequate liquidity out there. And so basically the Fed is going to print. So they didn't necessarily come out and say this, but anytime the Fed prints, that is a tailwind behind inflation. So they said we're less concerned about inflation right now. We're more concerned about the labor market. So basically, it gives them the okay to let inflation run a little hot and to kind of try to support the labor market. So as an investor, you've got to be aware that the Fed is going to allow inflation to be higher than their 2% goal. So you've got to be able to be aware of that and think, all right, I have got to protect my money to keep ahead of the rate of inflation. So your money market accounts will now generate something just below 3.5%. On the outside, they may sound like you're staying ahead of inflation, but if the inflation rate is near 3%, that's the official rate, but that's not really the inflation that you're going to get. So um, I think everybody kind of understands that the real rate of inflation that's happening out there is higher than, than the government's official numbers. So you got to ask yourself the question, what can I do to protect my wealth over time? It's interesting to watch the value of precious metals right now. Gold has been on a general uptrend. Platinum has kind of been going up, but silver is definitely doing something crazy right now. I did a video a while back that said, if these assets continue to go up, be watch out because it could portend to the thought that there is something really bad going on in the financial markets. Um, so silver is definitely going up there. Uh, is that truly, the canary in the coal mine that says financial assets really are going to break? It could be, but I'd watch gold a little bit closer. Um, but the fact that all of these things are going up really kind of makes you wonder and go, hey, there's something coming, or you know, people are putting their money in gold and precious metals much more so than other assets. I've definitely noticed that Bitcoin is on a downtrend lately. It's more tied to just kind of like um, the Nasdaq and the tech industry. But the fact that Bitcoins are going down and gold and silver is going up, uh, that's kind of says maybe there's some weakness out there. And the fact that the Fed is also cutting rates and printing money kind of portends to say, hey, there's something wrong in our finance system right now. So most likely inflation at minimum is going to go higher than we expect it. So now may be the time to buy assets that stay ahead of inflation. I think the people buying silver and gold and platinum are in that boat thinking that, hey, inflation is going to happen. I'm nervous about silver. I do own some, um, but it's gone up. I took a little bit of profits before the Fed meeting. That was kind of the wrong time to do it because it's continued to go up. But no one went out of business by taking a little bit of profits. I still have, a good chunk, but the thought is maybe that stays ahead of inflation. I think dividend paying stocks are a good place to be because I would imagine their assets will stay above the price of inflation over time. But in general, just be aware that the money that you've worked so hard to acquire is going to be whittled away by the Fed. So it's definitely time to think about what are the assets that you can purchase to stay ahead of inflation, and just be wise about that. If you don't want to invest in stocks, my brother and I were talking the other day, and just investing in a box of ammo might be a good way to stay ahead of inflation. It's harder to sell that off if you just look at it from a pure investment perspective. But chances are the price is only going to go up. Um, I bought some gift cards for a local grocery store that gave a 15% discount on it. That's a way to kind of stay ahead of some inflation. But I don't know. There's lots of different ways to stay ahead of things out there. But inflation is probably going to go up. So think about things that'll help protect your assets, and you know it's going to probably be over the next decade one of the major themes. The the Fed right now is definitely saying which thing they're going to protect. They're going to let the bond market go a little bit. They'd rather print more money to support the job market than defend the dollar and the bond market. So that's at least the mantra right now. We'll see what happens, but most likely inflation is going to continue to be a thing, and the true reported inflation isn't going to be the true inflation that's out there. We just kind of know that. So real inflation is higher than what they're stating, and just be wise and select some things you think will stay ahead of inflation. So there's some of my thoughts right now. Hopefully you got something out of this video. Like, subscribe. Thanks a bunch. Bye.